Yo, what is up, bronies? It is Horseman Sam. We're back doing another late night recording session of Doki Doki Literature Club. And I think last time not much happened. Sayori got hit in the face with a cookie. Natsuki is the one who threw it at her. Monica apparently practices piano. Not yet, not a lot happened. But we're gonna go ahead, pick up where we left off. So we're in the club room. This is day X. Day N. I don't know how many days it's been. Anyways. Hey, Yuri.
Eh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes. Let's.
Actually, no, whoops. Almost mixed two voices together.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much.
Who the fuck says thanks very much?
If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Talking like a girl hurts, man. It hurts my voice. It hurts my lungs. Hurts my pride. Cool. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Because if you didn't know that it had a filter inside, the game wouldn't be as interesting. So remember, that pitcher, it has a filter inside.
Can you hold on? Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Weeaboss in club activities? Fucking...
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Weeaboss.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri?
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Weeaboss? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because them titties? I'm kidding. Nothing that you do is bad as you make it. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns the light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Weeaboss? I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Scream like wah!
Weeabuzz, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine. And if anybody has oolong tea, send it to me. I would like to try some sometime.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. With those dank leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking.
And the word little wasn't in there. Whoops. And I almost did that thing where I mixed two voices again. Whoops.
And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Weeabuzz. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Weeabuzz, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup?
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Focus. Gotta focus your chakra to the bottom of your feet. Weeabuzz. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I got rid of that boner from just willpower. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with a chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get the smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Whew. 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 Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. I can't English. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, just... We're just like, hey, Yuri. Oh, right, I already said that line. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. She's like, oh, what the fuck? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Hey, boss?
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context. But, yeah? That's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Ooh.
Boy, get it! I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Oh, hey, Doggerino. If you guys didn't know, my dog's here and she's trying to go to sleep, but I'm not letting her. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Dot dot dot. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. Almost. I didn't, but I almost didn't pronounce the R. That would have been Beth's. To the rhythm of her Beth's. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. This is what I gotta get seductive with this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay, everyone.
Or wait, no, that's my line. Duh. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Weeabuzz, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save that hither. And then I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching that. We got into one steamy situation. And I don't know if you watched my last video, part 5. I did mention that I played through this bit beforehand. It's just that the footage got all wonky, so I lost it. So I know how long it's gonna take for me to read all 4 poems. So what I'm gonna do is end this video here. Next video we'll read all 4 poems. I promise you. But this video was interesting because Weeabuzz is getting a little steamy with Yuri, ain't he? If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to keep up, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you really, really want to keep up, you can hit the bell at the same time. I guess you can't really hit them at the same time. You can hit the bell along with the subscribe button. And then you can go ahead and follow my social media pages. They're down in the description below, somewhere down here. And until then, my bronies. I will see all of you next time.